I think the launch of the Quilted Chameleon single went just about perfect.
I don't know, Dutch. People want to lay head left, too.
No way. That's because the proper way to lay in a hammock is head right, feet left.
Dutch. Seriously, Dutch, look. I have emails. People want head left. I've got a list. Then you can see how many people there are.
Well, those people, they're wrong.
Really, Dutch? Look, Fee. Listen, we're having a little bit of an argument here. Is it, when you're in your hammock, is it head left or head right?
Head left the whole way.
Great.
No way. Guys, look at this. I am a hammock professional. This is no way to lay in a hammock. I don't, and you need this arm. It is like, are you supposed to lay it on this side?
Look, that looks right. You know what? My vote is head left, but I gotta go. I'll see you guys.
All right. Thanks, Fee.
Yep.
Dutch, listen, I don't think you've given this a fair shake. I think you should take a 30-minute nap, and I'll come back and we'll see how you feel then.
You know what? It's not a bad idea. Hey, Big Kyle, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now.
Dreaming of cheeseburgers.
Nope, I'm sleeping head left, feet right in a hammock.
And when are we gonna release that?
I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, maybe never. Hey, look, I want to get back to my nap. Talk to you later.
All right. Talk to you later.
Peace.
Hey, you awake?
Yeah.
So how did you like it?
It was all right.
Yeah? Are we releasing head left?
Yeah, I think we'll do it.
Cool.
2 weeks.
Yeah? Awesome. Let me go get with Fee, and we'll get all this stuff together for the release.
Okay. But hey, those people are still wrong. Two weeks.
Hey everybody. So that was one of my best naps, laying head left, feet right. Why didn't anybody tell me that before? So this is actually going to be our big announcement, where we are going to be releasing now head left, feet right, Quilted Chameleon option, and a lot of people have been asking for this. So we are also going to continue, if you haven't known, we've been having them on sale since we released it May 1st, and we are going to continue that for another day or two, so this is the best time to jump on board. We've been really hammering down on our production on them. We're able to get, basically we put out 5 a day, 5 days a week. So I want to go over some of the great features of what this is and what makes this really, really special. Now that you can switch from either direction, it is going to be awesome because the people that have their setups asymmetrical, they're going to be able to keep them asymmetrical. So one of the biggest questions I get is, do I have any compression on the insulation when you lay in the hammock? And this is very specifically designed with baffles and also with radial baffles so that it is not going to do that. It has a lot of pleats in it so that everything is billowing, but yet you're going to notice that the down really stays in place. We really spent a lot of time refining this so that this winds up being perfect. There is only down where that is going to insulate you where you need it. So as you see here, when I get out of it, this is pretty much flat, and that's because the billowing part is on the underside. And when I lay in here, you can see that it is not compressed at all. So what about going from your head to your foot compression? That also does not compress, but not only does it not compress, we made this specifically so that these stitches would not pull, which has been the plague of this type of system before, that the stitches would pull and it would separate the material. And we have done a lot of work with a lot of pleats and the way it's baffled. Also, the way the Dobby fabric is constructed in such a way that you will not get pulled stitches. Also, the orientation of the quilted part, the argon, is done so that if there was any pressure put onto it, it would be allowed to stretch. So we're given a stretchy material on the outside, a less stretchy material on the inside, which is very supportive. And this is what we wound up with, is basically a quilt you can lay in. This is not another layer. There is merely inside fabric, down, and then the outside fabric. And it is the lack of compression and allowing that fabric to loft is really the secret to this. So this is going to be, actually, this costs less and it weighs less because we don't have to have a whole second layer. We don't even have to have an inside layer on the quilted part if you just had a quilt. And we don't have to have a suspension coming from the to support the quilt. There's another piece of this too. The quilt is only quilting right where your body is. This one is head left, feet right. So I don't have to put a quilt here, and I don't have to put a quilt here. And when you're trying to strap a quilt to the bottom of your hammock, you have to make it generous so that, because it's going to move around and you're going to move around. I don't know if that's picking up, but we're having a heck of a rainstorm here. But anyhow, I can actually use less fabric, less down on just the quilted part, which not only is it going to save you on weight, but also this saves on money because these materials, they're not cheap. And if you really want to be a minimalist, then this is the way to go. So one more piece to this is really easy to set up. You put this in an Anaconda or the compression bag that we offer with this, and I just used it over this weekend. It is fantastic. Pull it out and you're ready to go. If you have the Anaconda, my top quilt, my pillow was already in it, and it is, if you're spending 30 seconds setting up your hammock, you lollygag through it. So, all right, I'm messing up on the questions. So I'm going to ask right now, if you got any questions, please put them forth. I'm going to try to get to them. I forget them. So we are going to do contests on this one. So, and sometimes I forget to fit them in. So, there's Facebook and there's YouTube. And if I try to do them both at the same time, it's not fair to one of them because one of them lags more than the other by like a couple seconds. So whoever is chiming in first, they may not chime in first just due to the fact they're on one. So I'm going to be picking one or the other, and we're going to switch it up as we go. And we're going to start with, because it's raining, we're going to start with a rain skirt. And we're going to start with Facebook on this one. So one of the things nice about my rain skirt, as you know, I'm a hammock camper. So I am making this for hammock camping. One thing you can do with this, you'll notice that there is a loop on all four corners on this. I can use it as a ground cloth. I can also tie it up at my ridge line, and I can block one end of the hammock to keep rain from getting rain coming in, because you're not going to need your rain skirt while you're laying in your hammock. And the tricky thing that I did with this was that the cord lock that cinches this up goes through the other loop. And it acts like a toggle. There's a little bit of Omni tape here, and you wind up with a small pocket. That is the pocket that you store it in. So, Facebook users, we'll start with you, and all you have to do is type #rainskirt. This one's my favorite color, by the way, because it's coyote brown. As you see, it packs down into its own. These things are super light. The reason I really like a rain skirt when I'm hiking is I'm going to get plenty of ventilation. It's easy to put on and take off. If you've ever had to put on and take off rain pants, they are quite a bear. And and it's also versatile. I can use it for several different things. So, all right, Alex, could you post who won that? Winner is Crystal Corey. Thank you for entering, and congratulations. I'm sure Vicky will be getting this right out to you. All right, so let's take some questions. Okay, could you make an ASIM top cover that also uses the spreader bar? Are there innovations in thread space that can be leveraged for stretch properties, addressing some of the constraints you faced? Okay, that was not the challenge that I had with the ASIM spreader bar. And I have tried this. And with the ASIM, the challenge is that it pulls up on one side and goes down on the other. And it doesn't hold the spreader bar the same. Imagine this is up here, and when I pop it open, what it tended to do was just want to bring this up and didn't pull the net open that way. I'm still trying to work on that. I really do want to have a asymmetrical spreader bar bug net, and I kind of got some ideas because I want to make a new half sip that uses asymmetrical design and uses a spreader bar. It's kind of another story, but I gotta say I haven't perfected it yet. When you really see how those forces play, it's kind of weird how instead of popping open the net, all it does is just pick this up more, and it doesn't really give you the spread that you really want. It also kind of like makes it want to be more like, it didn't hold it away from my face the way I really wanted it to. So, thank you. Here we are. Can we get this one in a rotten banana fabric? Well, we do have our banana quilting, and we are not going to be releasing the printed yet. Another thing is this Dobby fabric has a pattern to it, and I don't know if you can see that from here, but it is going to change any print that we do. It's certainly going to be difficult to make it yellow. What I can do is print the quilting much easier, and I will we're going to be working on releasing that. We're doing this in increments because we're a small shop, and truthfully we've been blown away the last month, but we're finally to the point where we're caught up now that we can release the different lay. So how wide is it at your shoulder? So basically, when we designed this thing, I laid in the hammock and they drew a line of chalk around me like I was like I was a murder victim. And then we gave it about 6 inches on either side of me. So it's a foot wider than me. I think that's the best way that I can, and that's really good because it curls up on you. And I have been using these things pretty much all year. I have never been off of the area where the quilted area is. Synthetic option. Actually, we've been getting some requests for that, and I think, although we don't have it on the website now, email us, and the only thing I haven't really determined is what's the price, because it's obviously going to be a different price than the down. So email us, and we'll try to get up. That is our synthetic, and reason up is really good is because it's a loose fill material. It acts like down. If I try to put in Climate Shield or something like that, it doesn't move with you and seal things up, and that's really important for this. Is this acts very much like quilting. As a matter of fact, this is a quilt that you lay in, and then we put a zipper on it so you can put a top on it, and I can't speak any more of that. It has box wall baffles. It has differential cuts on the baffles so that everything, or radial baffles, so that when you lay in it, nothing compresses. And this merely is a quilt where one of the fabrics is strong enough to hold you. So this thing truly, it winds up being super cozy and light. All right, let's do another contest. I did Facebook last time. We'll do YouTube. And let's see. This is a gorgeous when I do this, I like to have oohs and ahs. So this is pine needle, symmetrical top cover, and even comes with the spreader bar. And it's a moonlight. So someone that has a Chameleon should really enjoy this. And last time we did it on Facebook, this time we're going to do it on YouTube. So, first person to type hashtag Moonlight is the winner of this. Actually, that's a really sweet top cover. So the winner of that is 5 Freds 1971. Please email us, and Vicky will be sure to get that right out to you. It's going to come with spreader bars too, spreader bar top cover. And if you don't have a Chameleon body yet, I highly recommend getting the quilted one. All right. So, actually, let's see if I got any more questions, and then I will move on. We're going to be quick today. Sounds like it's a bad rainstorm out there. What is the comfort rating of the quilted Chameleon? So, nothing here is survival rating. I go out to the woods and I sleep in a hammock because I want to be comfortable. I don't want to go out there and not freeze to death. When I say that they are 0, 20, and 40, you should easily be able to get down to those temperatures, assuming you have the proper top insulation, but you will not feel the cold coming from the bottom. We have been able to help some of the coldest sleepers out there that they've been getting them, and they're like, I truly, for the first time, do not feel any cold coming from underneath my hammock. And the reason is because you don't have any air gaps. This can't slip off your shoulder. If you see, the down really stays in place. It's just about perfect. What is your current lead time? It is on the top of my website, and we change that pretty much weekly. And I believe that it's 7 to 10 days now, and that is business days. Some people, they don't read it as business days, but some of our stuff we put out 1 to 2 days for items that we don't have to sew. You know? And so we're going to say that we're going to do that in 1 to 2 days. So we have to say business days, because if I say that and they order on Friday, they can be like, well, why didn't you ship that by Sunday? But we don't work on Saturday and Sunday. So we work 5 days a week because we have lives too, and we want to go camping. And so it is 1 to 2 business days for normal items. For sewn goods, I believe we're 7 to 10 days. On the quilted Chameleons, I think we've been saying 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure that we've been able to beat that. Today may set us back again to 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to stay under 2 weeks for the quilted Chameleon. Okay, so my YouTube channel. I have embraced the YouTube very early on. I go back when my beard was still black, and before I was a business, I remember putting something up, and we have always been doing YouTube, and we are going to continue doing that. I hope that we've gotten better. We're still working on this live thing. I don't know that we're 100% on it yet, but we will. We'll get there one day. So I have all my old videos, and you know what they are. They're, hello everybody, I'm Dutch, and this is my thing. This is my thumb ring, and this is what it does. This is how much it weighs. Thank you, everybody. But we've started trying to do out more, and we're trying to do some educational videos, maybe some behind the scenes stuff. And I really appreciate it if you would support that channel. We're trying to build a wealth of a library of resources and things like that. So maybe you've seen our gear you should have videos. We've been putting them out. We also do a lot of reels with that. They're very quick and sweet. And so we're going to be coming out with a new one that I really hope you support. And that is, it's U.S. gear makers that you should know. And we want to highlight other U.S. manufacturers, some of them very small. I met a whole bunch of them down in Trail Days, and I tried to capture every one that I could. But we really want to support them. Look, it's really not easy being in the textile industry here in America. There is very little support for anything. If your sewing machine breaks, you're fixing it. If you want textile, there's no mills here in America, or there's very few mills here in America. And finding really qualified seamstresses, honestly, we feel very blessed with the talent that we have. And we are, actually, we just put out an ad because we need more in order to keep up with the growth that we've seen this year has been absolutely tremendous. So to support the U.S. cottage vendor, you know, we're really coming out with the innovation and the gear that the ones that go overseas are really copying, and they're saying, make it look like those guys did. And we have to compete with really sometimes slave labor. Definitely not the environmental laws that we have. I have to pay more in taxes for an employee than what they paid for the employee completely. So we want to really highlight that, and we're going to be coming out with a new series. I'm hoping to go to vendors and to be able to show off them, show off their wares, and I would really hope that everybody here on my channel supports that and supports them. All right, so I've also been doing vlogs on hiking. So I'm trying to get out more myself, and there's a reason for it, but I've spent far too long here in this shop, and I'm going to try to get out and do some more adventures. I've done some great over the past couple of years, you know, such as my trips out west, and I really enjoyed my Japan trip, and we're going to do more vlogs on them to show them off, and we want you to come along on our adventure with us. I really hope that you enjoy them. We're also coming out with another one, which is going to be the Dutchware difference, and this is going to be a new series that we do, and it's really going to highlight the science of it, and how the things are made, and how it came to why this Dobby fabric is made with both polyester and nylon, or the type of threads that are used that go into making it, the zipper that makes the Chameleon. There's so much that goes into it when you really look at, and we really put a lot of work into every detail, down to the hooks that go around here. We had a mold made so that it worked perfectly with 3/32 shock cord, because most pack hooks work with 1/8 shock cord, and well, that wasn't good enough, so we bought a plastic injection mold so that it would be work better. It's also slightly bit lighter. We have plastic pieces that we're manufacturing, like line locks, that are meant for the line lock V. It's meant for thinner cord so that you can lighten your load. And in the Dutchware difference, we really want to highlight and get down to the fine details. So I really hope you enjoy that and join me on that. So there's also our live streams where I stand awkwardly and I talk. And I don't know that we're good at this yet. We may get good at this one day, but let's, I really appreciate the people that do tune in. And for that, we're going to do a contest. And this contest. Which one did I do last time? Did I do YouTube last time? We're going to do Facebook this time. And even if you won that first one, please enter. So this is, I'm discovering for the first time. This is a chameleon body, and it is a dark olive double layer. So it is a very robust, you ain't gonna tear through this hammock. Yeah, right here. It's a double layer dark olive chameleon. And we're doing Facebook this time. And all you have to do is type hashtag Dutchware difference. First person that does that is going to get this beauty, and Vicky will take care of you. While I'm at it, I'm sure Vicky's out there listening. Vicky is working so hard behind the scenes to take care of customer service. If you have emailed us, you can call us. And Vicky not only is she a great actor, but she also is taking care of the customer's needs, and she really bends over backwards for people. She has made it her passion, and well, I can't thank her enough. So thank you, Vicky. All right, so Carol Purinton is the winner. So congratulations on the double layer chameleon, and Vicky, send an email and Vicky will get this right out to you. All right, so I'm going to close this out not too long, but let's do one more for some $20 gift certificates. And I'm going to do the first 5 on YouTube and also the first 5 on Facebook. So let's do hashtag chameleon. Okay, so somebody asked, can you add a quilt to your existing chameleon? And the reason that we can't do that is because it really starts with the fabric. More than likely, your quilted chameleon, or your chameleon is made out of hexon. And if I did that, the down feathers would come right through. Also, that is a fairly stretchy fabric. It's stretchier than what this fabric is, and it really has, the design of this goes back to the hammock fabric in itself. There's another piece to it also. It would be really hard to do it after the fact. We do this before this is all sewn together and before the zipper is put on, and fabric is laid out, and we use a projector, and we show where the baffles are, and we trace all them out. And it would be very difficult to do that if the fabric didn't just lay perfectly on the table like it is when it comes right off the roll. So unfortunately that is not the case, but what you can do with the chameleon is, if you have a quilted chameleon, is you can add a quilt after the fact. So if you get a lighter weight fabric or lighter weight quilt, let's say you get a 40-degree quilt, you could add another 40-degree quilt, getting yourself down to, I don't know what it is personally, it could be, certainly depends on the quilt, but 20 degrees seems pretty easy to achieve because we still keep all of the hardware on there. so that you can attach a quilt to the quilted Chameleon. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. All this videoing that we're doing is going to be culminating to something that I'm hoping for bigger, and it's why I've been doing a lot of vlogging. And that's because I'm going to be through hiking the Appalachian Trail next year with my daughter, and I want to vlog during that. So I'm trying to get better at this, and I really hope that people join us and follow along. You know, it'll be a lot of sweat and blisters and stuff, but through hiking, I'm already a through hiker. I can't wait to do it again, and I did not get to document it the way I would really love to document it. I'll be able to document it better. Also, I'm going to be able to do it with my daughter, which means that we will always have this. So it's extremely special to me, and I hope these guys come along. I want to thank everybody for following me, following this channel, and following all those other different channels that we hope to be really releasing, and because we really put a lot of work. I want to be known as the hardest working vendor out there. That's why we're coming out with new things and really pushing the edge. And part of this communication is that part of having Vicky answering all your emails is part of that, and part of all the innovation and the videos that we put out about those is, well, it all pieces together. So with that, thank you, everybody. All right. But wait, there's more. As my comrades has reminded me, I forgot to announce that you can now purchase, if you go in there, it's now an option to get the head left, feet right, because you all cried and whined about it, so I had to do it. So please, if that was something that you're waiting for, we're only going to keep the sale open for a couple days now, and then they're going to have to go to full price for sure. So with that, thank you, everybody.